the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Watkins motioning over. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Slot man in motion left. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. That's caught left side by Pitts. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Washington. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. 2nd and 11. On On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. They'll go again with Benson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They try the right side with Benson. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. On the move, left is Benson. He'll manage only a couple. Daniil Hunter with the stop. Here's 3rd and 2. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Benson. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3. Third and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he'll take it on in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Go track. Go track. Ready. Track. Hurt.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Williams to throw on second down. And he's got this one complete to Watkins. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Commanders first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Pitts is the man in motion. On second down, it's Williams. He'll find the open man. That's Watkins. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Commanders will take a 14-6 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Dallas first down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Hill brought in motion. Straight ahead, they go with Benson. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. He'll look to throw. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. He'll drop to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. Good blocking to the 15. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal. They'll run with Benson. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2. What do you do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to...
Powering forward. He's in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Dallas. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Makes the score. Commanders 14. Cowboys 13.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go now. Check smash. Warrior 70. Go.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson. And the Cowboys are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermine before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Man in motion, heading left. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. His throw, a good one. It's caught. Back to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll look underneath here to Benson. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Back to the air once more on second down. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. So we've hit halftime here in the home team. The Commanders are out on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter three begins. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Cowboys.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Benson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Again, it's Benson. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
A big play to kick off this drive. 41 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey to the 5-yard line. Second and goal. Again, it'll be McCaffrey. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Washington. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the Commanders extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Right back to Hill. He's got it again. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Here's 2nd and 9. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Back to the air one more time. That one into the hands of Hill. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. They'll look to throw again. And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And third down coming up.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. They'll run here with Benson. And he will score. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
All right, so the Cowboys set to go for 2. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. This one complete to Watkins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately...
He is in. Touchdown, Commanders. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This throw right side is caught by Hill. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. A short one here, caught by McBride.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They come up for 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Matthew Judon in there for the sack. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The offense having a tough time with this noise. It's 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. Here's 1st down. Out of the gun. He'll throw. Got his man at the 6. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. Hill brought in motion. He'll look to throw. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll look to throw. And he's in. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Dallas.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for two, and it does not pan out. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Pitts is the man in motion. Again, it's McCaffrey. Trade him for trying to escape. The defense, though, was on that. And finally, they bring him down behind the line.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
On third down, it's Williams. That's into the hands of his receiver, Watkins. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Watkins motioning over. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long.